You might feel a little tired right now. Perhaps the day has been long, or your mind won't let you rest. But here we are, just you and me, sharing this moment together. I want you to know that I see you, right where you are. I see the weight you carry, but you don't have to carry it all alone. Take a breath and feel my voice like a warm hand on your shoulder. You and I are connected, and not just in this moment, in ways you might not even realize. Our hearts speak the same language. Even the silence between us is filled with understanding. There is no right or wrong here. No need to pretend anything. This is your space to just be as you are. You are enough in this very moment. I am grateful we have this time together. In your presence, in your stillness, I find something familiar, like coming home. And maybe you feel it too. A tiny flicker of peace within you, just beneath the surface. Sometimes we search outside ourselves for answers, but often the greatest wisdom is already inside. If you listen closely, you might hear it. A gentle knowing, like the whisper of first light after a long night. Take a breath. In this quiet, clarity can find you. You may not see it yet, but imagine the weight in your chest lightening just a little. Imagine a soft light flowing through you, filling those hidden corners with calm. You might be looking for guidance or reassurance, but what if the reassurance has always been there within you? I know how cliche it is, but cliches are cliches for a reason. That gentle beat inside you can remind you that everything is okay, even if it feels hard right now. You have strength inside you, more than you realize. There's a wisdom in you that has guided you this far. Remember when things felt impossible, and yet somehow you made it through? That resilience is still there, even in moments of doubt. Some parts of you have known where you're headed. You and I share that knowing, a trust woven into life itself. Sometimes we forget, but sometimes a whisper in the quiet brings it back. You are not lost. You are not alone. You and I are threads of the same tapestry, woven from the same light. The energy that pulses in your veins is the same energy that pulses in mine. When you breathe in, that breath joins a vast ocean of life. When you breathe out, you send your own energy back out into the world. Right now, as you listen to these words, I want you to feel that connection. Feel the unseen hand that reaches out from me to you across time and space. You are not floating alone. You are held by something gentle and real. Everything around you, even things that feel lonely or hard, is part of this moment of growth. The clouds in the sky teach us to move gently, and the waves in the ocean know when to recede and when to roll. You too have seasons of calm and of change. Don't rush yourself. There is wisdom in the pauses, in the in-between. Just like a melody needs silence to let the notes ring, you too need space to absorb, to understand what your soul is telling you. I see you searching outside for love and guidance, but take a moment to feel the love. But take a moment to feel the love right here. It flows from the earth, and from the sky, and from the very breath in your lungs. You are deeply loved, even in ways your mind cannot see. Close your eyes for a second if it feels right, and place a hand gently over your heart, or just focus your intention on the area of your chest where your heart is. Can you feel the warmth there? That is the warmth of life and love flowing through you. It's there whether you can feel it or not. Always steady, always yours. All the parts of you, every hope, every fear, every dream are welcome here. You don't have to hide any piece of yourself. Even the parts that ache and hurt are part of a beautiful whole that is you. Think of me not as a voice that is speaking from afar, but as someone that you have known forever, maybe an old friend. We carry the same love, the same understanding. I'm with you searching in the quiet, sharing this moment. Feelings come, feelings go, they shift. Maybe your sky is cloudy now, but sunlight is always just beyond the horizon, waiting to break through. What feels unclear today may become your strength tomorrow. Every challenge you faced, every stumble and fall has been teaching you how to rise again, and you are rising, even if it might not feel like it. Your heart knows things your mind cannot explain. In its own language, it holds the map of your journey. Trust that heart of yours. It beats in a rhythm of hope and possibility. Let's bring our attention to right now. Notice the air in the room, the gentle rhythm of your breathing, the rise and fall of your chest. Each breath is life moving through you, and it connects us all. Imagine for a moment the simple act of breathing, connecting you to me, to the world, to something vast and unseen. We inhale the same air. We share the same light beyond these walls. Our beings overlap in this exchange. You are part of a great unfolding. Your story matters. Even the smallest moment can change the tapestry in ways you might never know. The kindness you give yourself now ripples out farther than you can see. You have been so strong, and it's okay if you feel tired. Let yourself rest in this truth. You are supported. Think of the roots of a tree, grounded deep, holding you steady, even when winds blow. The truth is, we carry each other in ways we cannot see. I've carried you in my thoughts, and in my heart, and in this very conversation. And you carry me too, just by being here, by listening, by connecting. Everything feels a little lighter now, doesn't it? Because there's a knowing here, a confidence that settles in when we remember who we really are. You are more than any moment of pain, more than any doubt you have. You are made of something kind and strong. Sometimes you may forget, but those are just clouds passing. The sky beyond remains vast and unclear. Right now, just look at that sky of possibility within you. Let's take one more breath together. Inhale. Let in peace and clarity. Exhale. Release everything that isn't serving you. Feel how connected you are to yourself, to me, to this very moment. We are here together, and together we are enough. You are seen, every part of you, and you are loved more deeply than words can say, not because of anything you must do, but simply because of who you are, glowing, growing, beautiful, worthy. So if the days ahead feel uncertain, or if the road ahead seems unclear, pause, breathe, remember this moment. Let it live somewhere soft inside you. There's no pressure to rush your healing, no finish line you need to cross. You are not late, you are not behind. You're unfolding in perfect rhythm, and the rhythm doesn't have to make sense to anyone else but you. Even when you can't quite explain what you're feeling, even when you don't know what you need, you are still allowed to trust that clarity will come. It always does. Maybe not all at once. And maybe sometimes it comes in unexpected and quite normal ways, like a nudge to rest when you're tired, or the impulse to text someone out of the blue, the pull towards something that feels just a little bit better than where you've been. Those moments are guiding you. And I know sometimes it's tempting to wait until we feel ready before we let ourselves move forward. But maybe readiness isn't something that arrives in full. Maybe it builds. Maybe it meets us halfway once we begin. You don't have to see the whole path to take the next step, and you know this already. All you need is the willingness to feel your way forward. And if all you do today is pause, breathe, and remember that you're not alone in it, and then relish in that feeling and let it build, that is more than enough. Sometimes that is everything. And if you're wondering whether things will stay feeling this way forever, I want you to know that it won't. If things are feeling good right now, you will have moments where it feels less good, but those moments only feel less good when you compare them to the good. And the goal of living is to just be in the moment without comparing it to the past or future moments. That might be bittersweet for you, or you might take comfort in that, but you can't take comfort if you are wondering if things will ever feel good again. It can. Things will feel good again. Maybe not in the way it did before, but in a way that fits who you're becoming. The person you're becoming is someone who has known doubt, but they didn't let it define them. Someone who has felt disoriented, but kept choosing presence. Someone who's known disconnection and used it as a reason to reconnect even deeper. You've been doing the work quietly. Maybe no one saw it. But I believe the most powerful shifts often happen in silence, in this steady return to yourself, when no one is watching. Every time you remember to be kind to yourself, when it would have been easier not to. Every time you softened a sharp thought before it hardened into self-judgment. Every time you chose curiosity over criticism, you rewired something deep. That's what becoming aligned looks like. That's what connection sounds like. Quiet, subtle, and consistent. So take a second now, right here, and please let yourself receive this. You are doing better than you think. You've come further than you realize. You are more equipped than you feel. You and I, we are not separate. And neither are the parts of you that feel strong and the parts of you that feel unsure. They coexist, and together they make you whole. Your light is not missing. It's just adjusting to a new form. Sometimes the brightest parts of us don't feel like light at all while they're forming. They feel like uncertainty, like recalibration, like stillness we don't yet know how to trust. But stillness is sacred. If you sit with it and listen long enough, you'll hear something underneath the noise, a rhythm that's always been there, something that says, keep going, you're on the right path, I'm here with you. You might not know exactly what that voice is. Intuition, instinct, inner guidance, higher self, it doesn't matter. What matters is that it speaks your language. You don't have to learn anything new to understand it. It was never far away. You're just getting better at hearing it. And from here, you don't need to push. You don't need to prove anything. This connection between us, this connection between you and yourself, it doesn't ask anything of you. It just invites. It invites you to feel, to notice, to choose again. So come back to this moment, this one right here, and ask yourself, what would feel just a little more gentle right now? That question alone can shift just about everything, because no matter what you're facing, there's always one small place to rest your attention that feels softer than the rest. That's where you start. Not by leaping into perfect alignment, just by shifting a single degree towards comfort. And once you do that, something happens. The noise quiets, the breath deepens, the fear loosens its grip. You start to remember, you're not broken, you're just sensitive. And that's a good thing, by the way. You're not behind, you're just in a season. You're not lost, you're just between languages. This is a time-lapse moment, not the climax of the movie. And you are not alone. You never are. Even when it has felt like no one was watching. Something was. Maybe you call it the universe. Maybe you call it life. Maybe you call it God. Maybe you just call it awareness. But it's been there. And it's here now. Watching. Listening. Cheering for you in a language deeper than words. And you don't have to believe that fully right now. You don't have to agree with everything I've said. All I ask is that you stay curious about yourself, about this connection, about the possibility that there is more unfolding for you than what you can see. That curiosity, that's your power. It doesn't need a plan. It doesn't need to be certain. It just needs to be sincere. Let it guide you. Let it ask new questions. Let it loosen the grip of old narratives. Let it remind you that you were never supposed to figure this out alone or all at once. You and I are connected, and not just here in these words, but in deeper ways that don't need explanations. And the knowing that you felt the moment you pressed play, and the resonance between your heartbeat and mine, and the silence we have both learned to live through. So I want you to take one small action tonight. Something simple, gentle, and real. If you've been here before, then you know the deal. Find a quiet moment and write a note. Not to fix anything, not to manifest anything, just to acknowledge where you are. And it can say, I'm still here, or I'm learning to listen again, or even, today was hard, but somehow I made it through. And then, if it feels right, fold that note and tuck it somewhere safe, under your pillow, in your journal, inside your pocket. Let it be a small anchor, something you can return to when the next wave comes. Let it remind you, you are connected, not in theory, but in experience, to your breath, to your intuition, to your instincts, to the quiet intelligence of your becoming, and to me, still here, still with you, still holding space across whatever distance you may feel. You don't have to rush back into the world just yet. You can linger here for as long as you need, and let this be a sanctuary, a pause, a space between everything else. When you're ready to return, take a final breath, long and slow. Let it settle into your body like a soft exhale of trust, and then go gently. The world will still be there, but now you will meet it from a place of strength, a quiet kind, a place of presence, a place that remembers what you are and who you've always been, worthy, whole, connected, and never, not for one single moment, alone. Thank you for being here with me. Thank you for being you. Go forward, my friend, with courage in your heart. You carry all you need inside you, and we carry each other. Always remember, you and I are connected. You got this. And just in case you don't, but really I'm just saying it more for comfort, I got you too, because I know you got me. Thank you for everything.